What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Randy's Rants. Here with Dingbat over here and first guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my dog.
What's up, man? Well, my name is Daniel Morales. I don't know how to introduce myself exactly, other than
He's the owner of this nice setup that there is. He's letting me use it. You know, we're gonna be doing a few episodes out of here. You know, if
and
that's
proud
cool.
sponsor,
for sure.
sponsor
And proud
too.
sponsor of Randy's
Sponsor.
Ranch.
Yep.
Right here, Cloud Factory, guys. If you guys in the area, come for your everyday smokes, wraps. They got some cool gear too. You got ladies gear.
Yep.
That one seems to sell out a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we gotta get new sponsors. The other one, that herpes medication sponsor, then said no fucking merch, no sweater, no nothing. So, fuck you. What's it called?
Wasn't it Amtrak or something?
Or some
like that?
shipping. You know who you are.
Well, we make sure we take care of them. You know, we're gonna hook them up, and then you guys are more than welcome to use the setup whenever you guys want. Bring your guys' guests, your entourage, whatever you guys want. You guys can use it whenever. You know?
That's
You guys are,
yeah. We
what if-
promise we won't pick up no homeless people.
oh yeah, we like those.
What if a
we
billy
take care of
goat?
those too.
What if I bring a goat? Can I have a goat sit right there?
Yeah, you can bring whatever you want here. We love goats. We actually been thinking about getting a goat,
Oh, shut the fuck up.
just because
Oh, that shit would be fire. A
it'd be
goat.
dope. Yeah.
What would you call him, Billy?
Nah, probably just the goat.
Okay.
He's the goat.
The goat.
The fainting
Yeah.
goats.
The goat, you know what I mean?
No, the fainting goats. I'd get one of those too. All right.
Call him Jimmy the Goat, or a cool name. Give him like a Goodfellas name, like Jimmy, or what was De Niro's character name? Is it Jimmy?
Mhm.
Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah.
Yeah, because Joe Pesci's is Tommy,
Yeah.
and then you got Hank. I mean
Yeah.
Henry.
Yeah, Henry.
So how long have you guys had this podcast going for?
About 2 years.
2 years?
I don't
No, maybe
remember.
like, yeah, like 2-3 years already.
Well,
It's
had
been upgrades because when I
Yeah.
first started, I was doing solo in one of my rooms, so it was just me. But man, go fuck yourself, bro.
I didn't say anything.
Fuck you. You know, so that's when I started it, and then I didn't invite him; he'd invite himself onto it.
Oh, really?
So we got the other mics going, and then next, it just started gradually going from there, and then now we're here.
That's dope. That's
You know,
sick.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure our subscribers have gone up ever since I've been on here.
I'll
I'm
go
just
fuck
saying
yourself.
that. Not much, but it's something.
One.
Do you guys have like a direction you guys are trying to go with your guys' podcast, or like any specific like genre
Honestly,
you
to be honest, that's all Randy's right there. I do to
For
help
me,
him out.
it's more of fuck you, bro.
I'm helping you out. Jeez.
Fucking dick. Nah, to be honest, I do it because I really enjoy it. And then the plan is to, make money off it at one point in
But
time.
like any specific type of
But
like
for me, it just make it like a safe zone where people can talk about whatever it is without having to be judged. Like literally. It's
Yeah.
like talk whatever you want. I'm not gonna judge you. I'll ask you questions about some shit if something's questionable, but
yeah.
for the most part, it's more like, dude, just be real. Because my thing is always being 100% authentic is always going to go longer than trying to put a kind of a persona.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're really an authentic person, like shit just really starts to gravitate towards you,
Yeah.
rather than trying to be like putting this like fake image.
Right.
Yeah. Like 6ix9ine, everything worked out for him.
Not like the police part,
I mean,
but
yeah, like the police part. Yeah.
but like
obviously.
his creativeness and the way
Yeah, he's
he
a
had
creative
the
guy.
image from even way
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
That is something where it was like, okay.
Yeah, he's a creative guy. He's young too,
Hey, he's like what, like barely like
Like,
23, 24.
Yeah. I mean, he was younger whenever he was developing his image, so I feel like whenever you're young, you make a lot of mistakes. You do a lot of things that you kind of don't really think properly. Like I remember my dad always telling me, like, oh, you'll realize what I'm talking about when you're older. You're
That's
like,
true.
oh,
That's so true.
cuando
That's
cuando estés grande vas a ver lo que estoy diciendo, or
Yeah.
or he'll tell me like, whenever you have your own kids, you'll realize what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, bro, this was tripping. Like, he's just trying to like be annoying and shit. Like, he's just trying
And
to
we
talk.
yeah.
And then I grow up and I'm like, damn, my dad was right.
It's true. It's crazy, but it's just because when it comes to that, I feel like we haven't reached that level of being on their same level in knowledge and in
Like,
intelligence.
it's just experience sometimes, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And not necessarily only experience, but also like there's like the saying that says most people learn from their own experience, right?
Mhm.
But smart people or wise people will learn from other people's experiences. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
instead
if
of
you
going
see,
through all that turmoil and stuff.
yeah, like the easiest example is like some people want to touch the fire to know that it's hot, and other people can just see somebody else burn themselves and be like, oh, I'm good. You know, but some people want to fucking touch it. Like they're so curious that they want to touch it themselves to realize that it's hot. You know?
Yeah.
It's like the saying, curiosity killed the cat.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. Roger that. That's true.
No,
You always
yeah.
gotta go through some shit. I always say, you always go through some shit. Even worse, imagine like most like our parents came from someplace nearly not speaking a lick of English,
Yeah.
and show up here and like wherever they arrived at, and find a way to make do.
Yeah.
And if all of them made do, it took them a long time, and they're like, finally. That's why I give anyone like wherever like you get out of your whole comfort zone, like you're like that, into someplace like you don't know anything.
Yeah.
That's like that'll put some metal on your skin. Tell you that.
Yep. You guys' parents came from Mexico too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our dad got caught like 30 times. He almost about to do like 3 years in prison.
Damn, really?
Really? I
Yeah.
don't remember that.
That's how he
but
met.
he did get caught a lot of times.
That's how he met his Winchester.
Oh yeah.
Well,
What's that?
the
Winchester?
story.
It's-
Winchester is one of my dad's, or used to be R.I.P. Passed away like 2 years ago.
What the heck is IP?
R.I.P.
Oh,
Rest in peace.
Oh, okay. What the heck is IP? I heard IP.
Yeah. So the way him and my dad met, that was my dad's best friend when they used to work together.
Oh, okay.
The way they actually met was my dad was about to go to prison.
Oh,
They were putting him on the
dude.
bus.
Oh, I really, bro, my bad. I really got this shit, dude.
Are you
Okay,
high?
Go ahead. No, go
Yeah,
ahead.
he is.
No, I was just tripping. I think you said this is how my dad met. R.I.P.
Oh no.
I thought that's what you said.
Oh.
This is how-
Oh, I see what you mean. I see
was
that
like,
mix
what?
up.
I was like, what do you?
No.
Hey,
Okay.
if someone's nickname is R.I.P., that's
No,
pretty
no,
gangster.
no, but I only heard IP.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I
Yeah,
didn't hear.
because my dad's best friend, I forgot what his name
I'm
was,
tripping, bro.
but everybody at work called him
You're on
Winchester.
Nah, this
No,
was over here
no.
laughing. So look, laugh.
They called him Winchester because he
Yeah.
liked Winchester weapons. So the way he met him was my dad, our dad had was on the bus. They were gonna put him to prison. They get to the prison, legit. They call my dad's name, but our dad doesn't get up. He doesn't get up. That guy Winchester looks to see who it is. They think that's my dad, so they grab him. So as soon as he gets down, the bus turns around and turns everybody south to I think drop him in Tijuana, or was it Juarez?
I don't remember.
One of those areas. It wasn't until hours later they realized they got the wrong guy. My dad was already back in Mexico getting ready to cross again.
Shit.
But then,
If you think about it.
yeah, but thanks to Ronald Reagan, my dad was able to fix the
Yeah.
green card. And
I don't know
all
why
that.
they shit on Reagan
Yeah.
so much. Like,
know.
yeah, he said some racist
Like,
stuff.
you ask my mom and our dad who their favorite president is, Reagan.
Yeah.
No one's ever gonna change. It'll be Reagan forever.
Yeah.
It's
But we-
Reagan forever, man.
He's the one that gave him papers.
Yeah, that
Exactly,
amnesty,
man.
bro.
Everybody, that was a come up right there. And you know what's crazy? Now, since you mentioned Reagan, have you seen that movie Zootopia?
Nah.
It's a children's movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
People, I think that movie is based on. Oh, fuck, I need you to watch it first because that's not a theory. You've seen it, right? You seen it?
Maybe.
Uh,
Who's in it?
No, it's an animated movie. They say it's based on the crack epidemic in the 90s. Some person saying it kind of makes sense. You gotta watch the movie first, though. So I'm not
Yeah.
gonna mention it.
No,
this
I'm
time,
gonna.
though.
I don't think I watch it then.
Oh, people know it's a Disney movie. It's different They changed
Yeah.
it. But if you look on certain things about it, kind of reminds you of like the crack epidemic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, when you see it, like, wow, it makes sense.
Hey,
But you guys haven't seen it, so like, what the fuck? I'm bringing it up.
so are you really 36?
Yeah, I'm 36.
I had to see the ID for that.
No,
one.
bro, legit.
No, let me
You
see
got
that.
your ID on
Do you
you?
have your ID?
Yeah, I got it.
Legit.
No way.
Motherfucker looks like he's 15, huh? How the fuck do
Wait.
I look older than this
Dude,
fucking thing bat right
every
here?
time, bro. Every time I watch your guys' podcast, I thought that was your little brother. I thought this guy was like 18, bro.
Here.
Look at the date of birth. D.O.B.
What the fuck, bro? All of the viewers right now are tripping out.
Yeah, dude, fucking look. Got a
No,
good set of
it's
fucking hair. I don't got a good set of hair.
No, yeah.
So you're his older brother.
No, I'm the middle child.
No, but you're his older brother.
Yeah.
So how old are you, Randy?
I'm 28.
28, and you're
Yeah.
36.
Yeah.
Every time, bro. Whenever I would watch you guys' podcast, I thought the dynamic was big brother, little brother.
Seriously?
Yeah, I swear to God. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? Because whenever you watch people, you kind of get like this. You build their person or their
Exactly.
characters. You know, you
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like you go off their age. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you kind of like whenever you look at somebody, I feel like everybody does that. You kind of just automatically, instinctively, like subconsciously,
yeah.
you think of their age.
That's true.
Exactly. It's like-
That's
I don't know,
true.
just
Yeah.
subconsciously.
It is. You
Yeah.
do.
Like you don't fucking do it. You don't even realize like, oh shit, I thought this person was 15 right now. No, like you think that.
You think it just by that's
Yeah,
so
it's
100% true.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I thought the dynamic was big brother and little brother the whole time. Every time I
It's
would
the
watch
beard. It's the beard. Like I can't grow. A
Yeah,
beard
he
for
really
shit. Look.
It's the beard and he, better hair.
I look like a Jewish hobo. Like I can't grow a beard. Look at that. He's got like he has a Taliban beard. Like once he grew his beard, if he went to Afghanistan, he'd fit in.
That's crazy, man.
And then he would talk, and then they would hang him.
Does everybody think that you're older than him?
I don't know. Do they?
Yeah, some people. Yeah.
Because they're like
They
the
think
first
you're-
one that I've ever seen. Maybe they don't tell it to me in my
Yeah.
face, because they don't want to get it wrong.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, but look, when he grows, he has a full beard. He looks like the 12th hijacker.
Yeah, and
He grows
also
it.
like in the podcast, you don't see him standing up or nothing. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, that's true.
So you don't get to see their height to also add that to your
Yeah.
fucking.
And I'm, much wiser, so maybe that also.
Yeah, and Randy is really tall. He's 5'5". He's tall. I don't know all these comments they put that Randy looks so short, but he's not. He's a tall person.
People actually say that.
I don't know. I don't.
People
Like I
say-
said, I don't look at the comments.
Oh, you don't.
I,
Look at the comments at
I
all?
don't like looking
You
at.
never
like,
do?
No.
Is it because you're like why? Why?
No, because I'm like, what? Why? Because I've
Because
like
there's usually
I
just
can
one
bring
or two. That's why.
no, just because like even with the other comments, like there's certain like things that I see that I want to comment on that I can put in my 2 cents, but then I realize it's just a waste of energy. I'm diving into a hole.
you know
So
what's
that's why I stopped being very political years ago and just started focusing more on myself and just everyday life. And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's been the best
Look
thing
at
ever,
Randy
to be
would
honest.
Get, like arguments with people of politics. I told Randy,
Bro,
don't
it was the
argue
worst.
Politics on
But see,
Facebook.
But
You're not
it
supposed to
wasn't.
argue
It
with
wasn't
people,
even
man.
that. So it's like in general, I don't even try to argue with people even out in the street because I'm like, it doesn't matter. Because what we do in our everyday life is what matters the most.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm-
You know
That's interesting.
You know what's crazy though
Mhm.
is like we have like 3,000, 4,000 people download our podcast in Poland.
Oh really? No
That's
way.
weird.
And right now it's really
I
big
don't
in
get
Europe.
that.
Really?
Like, is that because of the Ukraine war? A lot of Ukrainians are in Poland, or people are literally so worried of dying they got to hear Randy talk. Like, oh my gosh, there's a war going on. I'm gonna hear Randy's voice to calm me down. That's what trips me out.
Maybe it's your voice.
Oh fuck, maybe it is my voice.
Yeah.
Oh
You're
shit.
saving lives.
Oh damn.
No, I'm just
Damn.
kidding. You're an imbecile.
Oh fuck you. No, but that's what's crazy
Yeah,
about
that is
it, man.
pretty
It's like there's like people like 100 in Afghanistan. It's like that's I don't know. Maybe those are
Yeah,
bots.
when you
Those are
go
bots.
when you upload it through certain websites, they give you some like a direct feedback of like
Yeah.
where it's being watched, where it's being
That's cool.
downloaded, and stuff like
Where do
that.
you guys
What's-
mostly upload it on YouTube?
I do YouTube and the audio ones.
Oh, cool. So
I like sometimes on the audio because I'll let it go and then I'll be like, fuck. So sometimes I fucking really beat myself because I'm like, damn, my laziness is fucking beating me today.
shit that happens. But fucking what you were saying about politics, you know what I mean? Sometimes I think about that too. Like lately, or well, just recently, like there was a point in my life where I was kind of trying to learn about politics. You know what I mean? But I realized that once you dive into politics, it's so fucking
It's negative, bro.
articulate. No, it's just It's very fucking like deep and like you know what I mean. There's a lot of people that just fucking they hear something and then they'll spread that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean as a fact. Like
And
have
it's
you? We all know
conniving
those
too,
people
yeah.
that fucking see a tweet and then they be like, "Fuck," you know what I mean?
That'd
Like
probably be me. I know.
you know what I mean? And then
No,
they
yeah,
run with
totally.
that. And the thing is, like, I used to be one of those persons. That's why I'm saying that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
totally. I'm 100% agree because
Yeah.
I was the same way,
Yeah.
big dog.
I was like, shit, dude, I'm so fucking smart. I know about politics. I just got it from like fucking somebody's tweet. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They want to take our gun rights. You know, oh, fucking pro-life, pro-choice or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I would just run with whatever the fuck was a headline. You know what I mean? But, and then I kind of realized, like, once I actually wanted to start learning, because people would then question your political standpoint, right? They'd be like, oh, why do you think that? And then you're like, well, Twitter said,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
and then so I was like, well, why do I think that? You know what I mean? Like, shit, why do I think that? I don't have a proper explanation for people, and I don't like to sound dumb. I don't like to feel dumb. So then I started trying to like learn a little bit about it, you know. And then I realized, well, shit, this is very fucking like profound and
Yeah.
complex, and it takes a lot of time. And I'm broke right now. Shit, I wish I had the fucking time and the luxury to study this shit to give people an actual proper answer for their fucking question. You know what I mean? And also because misinformation is fucking worse than no information. I feel like in this case. Because
Totally.
it just fucking, it's kind of like a rumor that just stirs things up
And is-
more.
yeah.
And I think that misinformation is worse than no information. Like if I just shut up, it's better than if I tell somebody something that's wrong.
Yeah.
Totally,
You know what I mean?
100%, yeah.
So I just stayed quiet, but I do think that it's important for everybody to educate themselves on politics and just government because it's important. You know what I mean? Like, why would we not educate ourselves on something that affects our livelihood?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think everybody's responsibility is to educate themselves on politics.
Especially
Let me guess,
local
let me guess.
Yeah.
You're registered independent, right?
local politics.
I'm technically I would be.
Yeah.
Fucking I don't keep up with that.
Local
so probably
politics.
not even registered. No, I'm registered, but
Local politics is
What are you,
definitely
Green
big
Party?
just because that.
no, I'm independent.
You're
Yeah.
independent.
Yeah, you're
That's-
right. Like locally at least, you know what I mean? Because
Because those are the ones
that
that
affects
really
you almost instantly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
That's-
I think it's important, very important. Like so, like what you were saying is I don't know what you said exactly right now, but I forgot what you said right now, but I think it's been very important. Oh, like I think he was saying that. So it's not like don't argue with people about politics, or you shouldn't. I don't know exactly what you guys said. but
Especially
somebody,
online.
somebody-
It's hard to debate someone online when your message comes in after that or that,
Yeah.
and then people can see your whole thing, but they're just writing stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's really how the way, also how you say it too.
yeah,
You can be like that, but it just gets so toxic to people. And Randy was arguing with everyone. Like he was arguing with like black people, Filipinos, every race in the freaking thing Randy was arguing about. But
Yeah.
that's when he was getting all political though. But that's why I told the dude, don't argue with people on the internet. It
yeah. I
just-
mean, it's important to know politics, but it's just so fucking like intricate. There you go. That's the word I'm looking
Exactly.
at. It's very intricate. You know what I mean?
Because like here's the thing, like for me, I tend to lean more liberal a little bit. There's some things I do seem conservative, but I don't like being a hardcore person. I'm like, dude, I would hate to live in a fucking country that's just all 100% liberal because who knows what fucking laws are gonna be coming out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want to live on one that's super conservative because let's look in the past. Like if we
They have
look,
the
if we start from the
strongest KKK chapters.
not only that, but
Mhm.
here's the thing though. What we like CBD, we wouldn't have that. We wouldn't be around if we lived in a full conservative view because they wouldn't even dive even close to it.
Yeah.
But it's enough politics. Let's talk about something else.
Shit. I mean, politics is interesting though.
My
Yeah.
thing is here, right here. How long did you have this in your mind, so people can get a sense of like you can have a goal, but sometimes it may take a few years for you to get to where you kind of want to be.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I feel like it's very big that people can learn from you. Shit, fucking even I learned
You watch
from
a lot
you.
of
You
Shark
gave me
Tank?
a few ideas already.
Thank you, bro. Fucking shit. Like so, like your question. You said how long did you have this in your head before you came to life? You know what I mean? The thing is, like this is kind of like almost like a polished product. You know what I mean? But what gave life to this is a bunch of unpolished products or a bunch of fucking ideas that sucked. Like it's not like because it's hard to say. Like if I say how long did you have this in your head, I would be like, well, we started thinking about it like 2 years ago, right? But before those 2 years is fucking countless years of me wanting to be an entrepreneur that kind of motivated me to just think of anything. You know what I mean? I've had hundreds of ideas before this, but I wouldn't have had this idea if I didn't go through those hundreds of ideas.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
for
So-
sure, big dog.
This exact business 2 years ago, 2 years before it was made. So 2.5 years now because we've been open for 6 months. But fucking for years, I
Damn,
got.
it's been over 6 months. It feels like it's been longer.
Yeah, I know it's crazy.
Oh, so
but
you barely opened this thing up. You don't even have a year with it yet?
yeah, it hasn't
Oh,
even been a
that's
year, and thankfully, like everything's. A lot of people have been supporting us. Thankfully, I mean, we've been expanding, we've been growing, and we've had a lot of help from the community and
Mhm.
from just people that support us, and so we're very thankful for that. We're very thankful to them. But yeah, it's been years of trying to just do something with my life. You know what I mean? Years of seeing my parents attempt businesses and fail. My dad
Yeah.
had a video game store here in Farmersville years ago, probably like since I was 6 till I was like 10. He had
Oh,
a video
shit.
game store here in Farmersville. It's called Three Brothers. I don't know if you guys remember that. This video. You guys are not from Farmersville?
No, but no.
But-
We moved from Oregon. We lived. I lived a little bit in like Porterville for like 4 months, and then we moved to Woodlake.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
I
Yeah,
well,
officially moved here 2012.
I lived
so.
in Woodlake for a while too, but
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Well, we moved to Woodlake after 2008 when my dad lost his house here in
Mhm.
Farmersville.
Yeah, the
We
stupid
lost
housing
everything,
Yeah,
you
the
know?
housing market right there.
Yeah, we lost our house. He lost the store.
Yeah,
We lost everything, so we
went through
just
a bunch
moved.
of shit.
Yeah, we just moved to Farmersville. We started from scratch. We went back to the swap meets, which is what we did growing up. You know, my parents migrated from Mexico,
Which part of Mexico?
Mexico City.
Oh, you're from
Oh,
DF?
shit.
Yeah, in the
Oh,
DF.
snap.
So there in the DF, everybody does fucking cells. Everybody
yeah.
in DF.
You like, look
They-
at that market in Tepito, you know, that big old huge
Yeah.
market.
So everybody does cells there because, fuck, you have to make a fucking living. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, some way, and you can't do it at a regular job. You know, they don't have fucking minimum wage like they do here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure they do have like their own type of minimum wage, but it's just not sufficient. Not
It's more of like a
sustainable.
daily instead of hourly.
It's
right?
yeah,
Yeah, just
especially
not
Mexico
sustainable.
City. You know, that place is like bustling all
I
the time.
think- I
People
think
are always
peop-
grinding.
I think people make like $300 a month there.
Yeah,
$300.
around there, yeah.
It's crazy like that, you know. So my grandma, and my grandpa, they sell silver, which is actually I got this from my grandma. This silver chain I have. So I keep the silver.
Yeah.
I keep a silver chain because it kind of reminds me of kind of where we come from. Like my grandma's, they sold silver their whole life since my mom was a
Yeah.
kid, and it represents like sales to me, like the what is it called, commerce.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In Spanish, it's called comerciante,
Mm-hmm.
but basically means like you're a salesperson. You're just a retail. And I like gold because gold is the most precious metal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they kind of mean something to me,
Yeah.
even though they don't fucking match or nothing. But
That's
It-
crazy.
It's your image. That's what makes you
Yeah.
you. See,
That's-
that authentic is what I like.
That's crazy. Your parents are all from Mexico City?
yeah, both of my parents are from Mexico
Oh,
City.
that's
pretty cool.
trippy. That's
Uh,
pretty cool.
I went there last November.
I have a question. How is it with that whole crime thing? Everybody says on the internet it's people are getting blasted
yeah.
over there.
Well, no,
I think it's an overreaction, my personal opinion. But it depends where you live at too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you didn't see any like no one tried like to mug you with like clown mask or something on like the purge.
I don't think it's like you're seeing blasted, like shot, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking,
It's not
like-
as bad,
Yeah,
right?
no, I mean the crime rate is bad over there because people are trying to make a living. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like everybody's trying to fucking just survive, and some people have different morals and ethics than others.
Mm-hmm.
And so some people, that's their way of making a living, and that's ethical to them, or not, maybe not necessarily ethical, but that's their last resort. That's what they feel like they have to resort to,
Mm-hmm.
even though there's a lot of opportunity, you know. But fuck, it's such a complex. Even that's a complex topic because
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Because the region we're from, it's a fucking war zone right now.
Oh really? Where you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
from?
We're from the very last town in Durango.
Durango. What is it?
It's a central state next to Sinaloa.
Yeah, next to
Yeah, it's
like Culiacan.
No, we're more south. We're like more pegando like with Nayarit and Zacatecas.
Oh okay.
Yeah, that shit. It's bad.
Yeah, man.
But
that was
That's cool though,
horrendous.
man. So it just wasn't like it wasn't just normal stuff. Like not really, because you know how the media portrays like Mexico every day is like
That's not bad, but it's bad compared to the U.S. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's bad. I mean, it just sucks because there's a lot of corruption. You know what I mean? And it sucks wherever there's corruption. It just sucks.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? The one that weirds me out. How many people have been getting killed in like Cancun and stuff?
Oh yeah, well,
That's-
fucking
that's-
human trafficking is big,
Yeah.
and that's a big business for people. You know, like for people that are in that business, like they make a lot of fucking money from it. It's like a
Shit,
big
yeah.
industry. So
And
well,
Oregon,
I
Oregon
mean,
trafficking.
Cancun is a fucking very touristic place. A lot of people go there. Travel is very populated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like maybe it's easier for them. I don't know. Fuck that. I don't want to even get into that shit.
I think there were
It's
some
complex.
people from Farmersville that just got arrested for that,
Really?
like human trafficking and narcotic and shit
Fuck,
like that.
that's crazy. Yeah.
It was like legit a whole family, mom, dad, brothers, all in on it.
That's
Oh.
crazy, bro.
At least it was a family-owned business. so. Yeah, but that's crazy though. So you started this almost six
Yeah, about 6 months
months ago. That's tight. How come you picked this location? You just like where it was?
Honestly, bro, there's so much that goes into fucking things. Before we started this business, I kind of recruited my family, right? Well, my
Yeah.
cousins, so my cousins and my brother. I'm a type of person that I love working as a team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ever since I was a little kid, I've always saw everything as a team. Because why the fuck would I go into a fucking war by myself
Yeah.
when I can take a team? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, fuck
Strength in
that.
numbers.
Yeah. And why would I don't want to win by myself either. I want to win with the team. You know what I mean? Because what's so good if you're driving a fucking Lamborghini but you're by yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, or you're at a good restaurant but you're by yourself, or you're watching a good movie but you're by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And there's one thing, because I was learning sales before, right? I studied sales, and he talks about how people buy everything
Mm-hmm.
not because of them, but because of the way it makes them feel, right? But
Yeah.
the way that something makes you feel is not necessarily tied to how you perceive it,
Yeah.
but how you perceive it with others.
Yeah.
Because like, for example, you can have some nice shoes, but you don't feel good until you show them to Randy. Hey bro, check out these nice kicks I bought. You know, that's when you feel the best about those shoes.
Mm-hmm.
When you share them with fucking somebody else that kind of relates to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Or like, for example, I don't know, what's something that you really like?
He likes men.
Your ass nice. Probably I'm gonna say like, I don't know, guns.
Guns. You like a gun, right?
Yeah.
And you buy a brand new gun, and then you
Mhm.
show it to who's someone that you feel like relates to you with guns, like who feels like you have the same passion. for.
Probably Randy here.
And you feel good when you're showing it to him and you're explaining it to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
You probably get energized. You're
That kind of sounds a little gay, bro. When you show him your gun, I don't know, bro. It's just
you guys are
Hey,
into
at least
that.
at least you're not oiling my gun, so you're gonna get us canceled again. Jeez.
again.
But
Yeah, but I understand.
like-
I understand where you're
I-
coming from.
So fucking, I love doing everything as a team, bro. And I played soccer my whole life, and that's a team sport, you know. And in that sport, you need everybody to do their role
Yeah.
and cooperate so that you can win as a team, you know. And so
yeah, exactly. When Randy played softball in high school, that was a big team sport too.
yeah,
I didn't play softball.
Oh my bad.
No,
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
right.
you. Remember you
That's
played.
a chick sport. My bad.
Remember you were the first male cheerleader at our
Oh, no,
high school.
No, that was some other kid. But
No, I'm pretty sure that was you, bro.
no, hell no.
Is that a real
Dude,
story?
we come from a redneck town. The
That's-
first male cheerleader. That kid almost killed himself.
Legit.
Fuck
Tell him. You got to tell him what happened.
No, you understand. We come from a small town in Oregon. Very Republican, very conservative.
Think of Hanford, a little bit smaller, but more white people, less Mexicans.
And worse, we're close to Idaho. Like,
Idaho
that's as
sucks.
worst of the worst.
Mhm.
I mean, like, I always say fuck Idaho.
I've never been to Oregon, so I don't know. But
yeah, but I mean, and there was our
Go to
school,
Oregon, don't go to
our
Idaho.
school had the first male cheerleader, and some people started booing, and then the whole crowd started booing, and then people.
He's
teachers
laughing
were
his
telling
ass
them to
off.
Quit doing that, or you get suspended. But that person kept on laughing, and other people joined, and the whole gymnasium was booing him. Like, that's
Just to let
fucked
you
up.
know, the one he said that there's a person that kept laughing no matter what. That was him. He was the one that could not stop laughing.
I wasn't laughing at being like the first. I wasn't laughing. I did not start the laughing. I wasn't laughing at the first male cheerleader.
Mhm.
I was just laughing at the action of the first male cheerleader. That's what I was only laughing at. So. But don't. He graduated. He became successful.
That's crazy, man.
No, he
so
didn't,
what's
but
up with
yeah.
that guy? How did he feel from that?
I don't know. I was like, bro,
You guys-
I
you
was
guys
like
talked to him?
7, 8
Hell
to
no, I
10.
never talked to him.
No.
Nah, but he was a cool guy though. But he ended up he's actually pretty successful. So.
Yeah, that's
It worked out, and it's everything worked out for good
Yeah.
in the end. It's not gonna end like a Lifetime story where the guy hangs himself in a tree in some little rundown park.
God damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but-
I mean, on that topic, I respect everybody's opinion. You know what I mean? When it comes to what they do.
But
or what,
yeah, I respect it. But you understand, this
Yeah.
is
This isn't high school, bro. This is like
Yeah.
you're 17, 16 at the time.
Yeah.
16, 17 at the
and
time.
you understand small
Damn.
towns like rural conservative towns. Like there has never been a cheerleader in the whole history of our high school till that day.
damn.
So that was kind of like
pretty historic moment.
yeah, he was like the Rosa Parks of cheerleading for like Hermiston.
Yeah.
He was like in there, man. But like, hey, my respects to him, man. I shouldn't have laughed.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, I have a question. You're from Farmersville,
I'm from
right?
Farmersville,
So
yeah.
you were born and raised in Soul area your whole life.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I love Farmersville. It's cool. I like it. It's a good spot. It has a lot of potential. With the dispensaries coming to town too, it's gonna help them a lot. They're gonna grow a
Yeah.
lot.
I don't know
Farmersville's-
why some other cities still are very anti that. What do you think of that? Since you're more, in tune with
cannabis.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, if you own a smoke shop in California,
yeah.
you're associated. Maybe you don't sell it, but you know people who maybe own a dispensary or work at one and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, it's fucking natural. You know, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't smoke at all. And no cannabis, nothing. You know what I mean? No fucking crack, nothing. You know what I mean?
I don't know. You said crack at the end, bro. I'm starting to find
I know
that a little
Randy's
fishy.
has gone a little into that kind of stuff, but you know,
Yeah, I'm 100%
Yeah.
on team cannabis. Like,
you smoke.
yeah,
you do,
you
right?
need to jump on that, man. But only do it when you're already like 20, 21, 22.
Yeah,
When your body fully developed. Like your early 20s, you've reached your like it's not gonna hurt you.
Oh yeah,
But if you're
I think we've met, you know, especially back home. I've seen people that started smoking at 13, 12, and bro, they're fucking burnt as hell. I'm just like, dude, what the? But you know,
but
it's just what it is. Though. But it's something definitely I feel like people shouldn't start smoking until they're 21.
Yeah,
it should be like alcohol.
I think people that have like an addictive personality or just have bad habits or bad self-control, like if it's not cannabis, it's gonna be something else.
It definitely, yeah.
You know what I mean? They just have poor self-control.
Yeah,
you know?
I know what you mean. No, that's
There's
true,
a lot of fucking people that are addicted to fucking porn.
You know, it's even crazy. Sometimes there was a study I was saying how like you can kind of see from kids who kind of who's gonna end up liking the head change a little bit. Because what's the very first head change you get besides drugs?
Sex? I don't know.
First head change you get is when you're a little kid.
A blowjob? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, first head change you get.
That's a big head change.
First one you get is when you're about 4 or 5 years old and you go around in a circle till you get dizzy. That's the very first head change you get.
Really?
Think about it. Being dizzy already changes your head at that moment. Maybe not a lot, but you already get a feeling. And some kids, they do it over and over again. While other kids are like, okay, no, I don't like it.
But damn, you're like the Mexican Dr. Phil. That's true. Every little kid goes around in circles. You're like, oh, you feel like shit, and then your parents.
And there's some that
don't do that.
And then there's some that still continue to do it.
That's an experiment.
That was a study that had done, yeah.
Oh shit, that's
but
crazy.
I think I'd read it like at least 5-6 years ago.
Bro, fucking speaking of like those fucking like studies, you know, one time I was watching this fucking, you know how like Mexican parents are, they watch those fucking weird ass fucking channels like Primer Impacto and shit,
yeah,
or Al Extremo,
yeah,
or those fucking just Mexican ones.
We're into watching like people getting ran over multiple times.
Or don't forget, they always for some reason always wanted to watch El Discovery. Or El National Geographic.
That's what I'm gonna get at. The history in Espanol.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? But there was one that I forgot what it was fucking called, bro. But it was basically like this same fucking Mexican one. It was like, I think it was on like, what's that one channel called? Estrella TV? Estrella TV,
yeah.
is that what it's called? Or something Estrella. You know, I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV in years anymore. But I remember my dad, he loved watching History Channel and shit like that, like educational stuff, which is kind of funny as fuck because now I find myself on doing the same thing. So
straight
but
up,
on
bro.
YouTube, you know what I mean?
I'm like watching on animals, like, what the hell? I've never seen this animal before.
Is Primer Impacto even still on?
No, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
That's crazy.
But fucking, my dad was watching this fucking crazy one where they were talking about like dark experiments that scientists have tried in real life.
Oh, I think I remember that episode.
You know, and fucking on one, it was crazy how it was talking about how there's a scientist that wanted to see if stuttering was like genetic, if it was something that you're born with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if it's something that you learned. You get me?
Yeah.
They wanted to see if being like stuttering is something that's genetic, like you were born with it, or did you learn it? Because that is true, you know what I mean? That's like, how the fuck did somebody stutter?
That makes sense. When I was a little kid, when I was like going elementary, I would stutter really, really bad.
Yeah.
Like first, second, third grade. But I have a unique theory about that. Because you understand, when I went to elementary, I was only speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
I was like the only Mexican kid.
Oh, really?
In kindergarten, first grade. I was only one of
literally,
two.
that's how rural our town was.
Yeah, that's how our
growing
town
up.
was.
Like in my classroom, there was maybe only like 5 Mexican kids, and the others 20 were white kids.
Yeah.
really?
And sure, you heard racist comments like, here comes a little beaner kid. Like someone said stuff like that. But I always feared I stuttered more because I was trying to transition from Spanish to English.
Yeah.
I was like,
that makes sense.
And
Then
that's always wondered. I was like, well, I was studying but now I don't really stutter. I stutter sometimes when I speak Spanish, but not much.
Not as much,
Right.
yeah.
But when I was a little kid, I had a really bad stuttering. But I always wondered, is it because I was transitioning between two languages,
Maybe.
and then your brain can't just trying to go from
Process it.
Spanish to English. I've seen that also happen to other little kids, like my nephew. He had really kind of bad speaking, like he would had trouble speaking sometimes. But I've noticed like as he's getting older, he doesn't stutter no more. And I was just thinking, if every like kid who goes to a school, you speak Spanish, everyone speaks English, and no one really speaks Spanish. Like eventually,
Yeah, that makes sense. That seems like a
what I've
logical
kind of
reason.
noticed. That even I've talked to people like they also had speak like that's like stuttering problems when they're in school. I was like, damn, I did too. This is basically because we were just transition between two languages. You know, it's weird. 'Cause you have to,
No, that seems like a logical reason because I stutter in Spanish sometimes too, even though like I don't fucking stutter. But it's because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna say.
You think about it because you don't want to say something
fuck.
dumb.
Because you're thinking of it in English, but because that's the way that you can best articulate.
Yeah, like there's some
But then-
things.
yeah.
Like for me, there's some things I know in Spanish I don't know in English.
Really?
And some things I know in English
Yeah.
I don't know how to say.
Like
in
I can't speak Spanish that good, but I can read really good. Like most of my
Spanish?
books are in Spanish,
No way.
so that's kind of weird.
That's crazy. That is weird.
That's
'Cause
actually
you're
true.
literally talking Spanish, but in your head.
Yeah, exactly. That's I said the same thing. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? But I only read mostly in Spanish books, so I was like, damn, shit, fuck, damn.
Funny as fuck. But
I
yeah,
won't-
that fucking scientific experiment
Yeah.
was like, there was this fucking scientist that was like fucking, he was dark, bro. So he was like crazy. So what he did is that he went to an orphanage, right?
Yeah,
And he told the orphanage, the people that take care of the orphanage, they're like, hey, I want you to give me the best readers. Give me a boy and a girl that are the best readers that you have, right? That are the most advanced readers. He's like, give them to me. And so those two best readers, he would have them read to him. He's like, okay, read me this book. And so they would read to him, and he would tell them, hey, stop stuttering. And they're like, I'm not stuttering. He's like, no, yeah, you are. Stop stuttering, right? And so they would keep reading. And he's like, okay, they would be like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, let me try it again. And then they would read, and they would read. And then he'd be like, hey, you're stuttering again. Like, why are you stuttering? They're like, I'm not stuttering. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not stuttering. But then, like, he said it to them so many times that eventually they did start stuttering.
yeah.
You know? And so they did start stuttering, and they kept stuttering the rest of their lives because of that belief, like, in their head.
That makes sense.
That
Yeah.
little negative thing, just
Yeah.
that in
Just that
like,
doubt, that
that
seed
doubt.
of doubt.
Yeah.
And it made them be like, what the fuck, am I stuttering? But then that doubt and that seed gave life to them actually stuttering.
Yeah, it's like they placed it in him, and it's like reinforcing something constantly, and eventually your brain's like, "Oh shit, I'm stuttering," stuff like that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Damn, that's
So-
a crazy experiment. I never heard of that.
Yeah, I know that shit was crazy. And
Dang, how long was that?
that was fucking years ago.
That was
bro.
on Primer Impacto.
No, it wasn't on
It's
Primer
had to be
Impacto. It was
Primer
like,
Impacto.
no, it wasn't on Primer Impacto because Primer Impacto
Oh,
just
Sabo
fucking.
Gigante.
Nah, imagine. No mames. We gotta put this shit on TikTok. Everybody, all the fucking Mexican kids are gonna relate to this shit. And then you wake up at fucking 5 in the morning and there's some fucking there's some fucking commercials. There's some infomercials trying to sell you something at 5 in the morning when you wake up and you forgot to turn off your TV.
Prostate shit.
That's-
You pee.
yeah.
Te levantas mucho el baño.
All right,
Te estriñas mucho.
that's
That's
man.
fucking true,
Those people
bro.
advertise the weirdest fucking. I would never put my money at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning if I was a business. Hell no. One question. So what's the feature on this? What do you want to do with the Cloud Factory?
So basically, what the Cloud Factory stands for is the Cloud Factory is where we gather to create and visualize.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is created twice, first in the mind, then in reality.
Mm-hmm.
The clouds represent our thoughts
Mm-hmm.
and creative creations. You know what I mean? So the Cloud Factory is just a place of gathering. Like right now, we're here at the Cloud Factory and we're having a discussion that's all gonna fucking link up back to the cloud. Like right now, all of these videos, all these pictures that you take on your phone go to the cloud.
Yeah.
You know, all these conversations, all these memories that we have here go back to the cloud,
Mhm.
which is it always just gets stronger. The more people that come, the more people that we socialize with, the more people that we network with, the stronger this movement gets, the more
Mhm.
powerful it gets, the more memory it retains. You know, that's just what it means. That's what it's just a
Damn.
movement.
That's
pretty
deep
deep.
right there,
Yeah,
big dog.
yeah.
I like it though.
Have you
Yeah,
tried
see.
peyote?
What is that?
It's like a.
It's like a psychedelic.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't. I tried fucking LSD and fucking mushrooms.
Bro, I'm
Oh,
still
that's
waiting for you to
tight.
get me some of those.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean,
No.
yeah.
I'm
I
kidding,
know.
bro.
I
I know.
can't.
Yeah, come on. We don't know. What the heck's mushrooms?
No.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
you know, for the pizza. I ordered pizza.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, right. Yeah, you have. Yeah, true that. Yeah.
yeah,
fucking
but,
guy. Oh, what kind of mushrooms you talking about?
but
Hmm.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
No, but
Wow.
yeah.
Want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Second. Oh shit, it's been already 40
Dude,
minutes?
you got 15 minutes till 7.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, for real? Let me
Yeah.
just text this guy back. But we're good.
No. No, but
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Time flew by.
time flew.
Hey,
It,
Eric, this was my fucking phone.
all right, guys, but thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for listening here.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to keep going? We
That's
can keep
crazy.
going.
Well, we got 10 minutes. Let me just get my phone from Eric while he's.
All right, cool.
Well, we still got 10 minutes.
Hey, but let people know what can they catch all this stuff out.
Yeah.
Some of the merch. that
Check
you
us
got
out on the Cloud Factory and Instagram. Make sure it's THA. Can you get my phone, please?
Yeah, because it's THA. A lot of people been trying to do the Cloud Factory. No, it's the
Yeah.
THA Cloud Factory.
Yep. The Cloud Factory with the name.
Yeah, man. You have you got this trademarked already?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tight. I trademarked that shit, man.
Yeah, somebody over here would steal it. The one next to my right. I'm not saying.
Nah, I wouldn't
but,
do that. I may have a Jewish fro, but I'm not. I won't
Yeah.
steal your idea.
But fucking
You're still your
yeah,
underwear.
bro. There's a lot of cool things that we're gonna do. It's a big movement, and it's only getting stronger. The more conversations we have, the more people we shake hands with, the stronger it gets. The more reinforced the movement gets, and we're just trying to fucking help everybody win. You know what I mean? Like we want to see your guys' podcast do better. We want fucking everybody to just do better because there's enough for everybody. You know, people have a misconception that
Yeah. That the pie is only so small.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not. It's big. It's here. The sun comes out for everybody, but that's not our like. I think that a lot of the traumas that we have are not our fault, but they're our responsibility.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean? They're not our fault. Like it's not my fault if I'm insecure.
Yeah.
Like if somebody's watching and they're insecure, it's not your fault. You know what I mean? Don't blame yourself because the more you blame yourself for that, the more fucking the stronger it gets. You know that the stronger that insecurity gets because you're just like, let's say for example, I'm insecure and I fucking feel like it's my fault. Like why am I so insecure? Because I've been through that where I'm like, why am I like this though? You know what I mean? Like why am I like this? Like why the fuck do I feel this way? Why the fuck am I so lazy? Like if I'm broke, why am I lazy?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like are you dumb, bro? Like how are you gonna be broke and be lazy? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
it doesn't match. Doesn't match.
I blame myself for all these things, but when you realize that you're not like you don't really have as much control as you think you do. We don't have as much control as we think we do. But whenever you realize that, you gain more control because you realize that your environment, you're a product of your environment. And so you start being more selective with what you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
But if you're like, no, I'm strong. Like you always see those people be like, oh, bro, I'm not going to get addicted to drugs. Like I won't get addicted. Like I'm so like I have self-control. Like, I won't get addicted. So, but they surround themselves around people that do drugs and do these things. And they're like, nah. Like for example, your parents always told you, "Oh, show me who your friends are, and I'll show you who you are."
Yeah,
They say that, but in Spanish.
Yeah.
Enséñame tus amigos y te digo
I'm
quién-
not lie, you right there. That is probably me because I've hung out with people like that do a lot of coke. I've never tried it. Never have, never will.
Yeah.
And I get that because I kind of relate to
Because
that.
sometimes you get curious. Have you ever caught yourself getting curious a little bit? Maybe sometimes where you're like, "Fuck!" Like,
Nah, some of those pictures when I was shown in elementary of like drugs before and after,
Oh,
those
ones
scarred
good,
me,
yeah.
bro.
The meth ones are the worst.
But honestly, no, don't you ever get like, "Damn, I wonder what that feels like." You never had that thought? Where
Maybe
you see your
once.
friend
I'm
having
not gonna
fun?
lie, maybe once, but it's just like I know where it can lead. I don't like it.
Right.
You know, because I've had some friends that offer me. They've offered me once, but if I say no once,
Yeah.
they're the type that never ask me again.
Yeah.
Like if I'm hanging out with somebody and someone keeps offering it, I'm not gonna hang out with that person no more.
Yeah.
Because he's not respecting my already me saying no.
Your boundaries, your
He's not
identity.
respecting
your
it.
body,
So
your choice.
those are the type of people I kind of don't like.
Yeah.
But there's a few that I know that did a lot, and I've seen them. But
Yeah, that's
but yeah,
drugs. Is
but it's totally true because their curiosity is fucking there.
Yeah.
I can tell you, like 2 or 3 times
That's how
I was
people
curious.
start. That's how a lot of people start.
And especially when you start drinking, because next you just want to try anything. When you're drunk, this is the fucking courage drug.
Yeah.
You want courage? Drink. Get a little bit buzzed, you're gonna get fucking courage.
Yeah, I used to love drinking a lot. I don't drink no more just because it's fucking unhealthy, bro. I
Really?
hate feeling like shit.
Yeah, I
the
know
next
what you
day.
mean.
What'd you drink?
I used to drink anything, tequila more than I never really drink too much beer. I got hella drunk on 7th grade one time. I was in 7th grade. I was like 12.
Did you ever mix tequila with NyQuil?
No.
Yeah, some people have done that.
What the fuck does that happen? What happens then?
I
You
don't
go
know.
to sleep or
Especially
what?
people, you go black out or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I
That's-
don't know why you would want to do that. If I'm drinking, it's because I want to stay up. You know, I want to have a good time. I'm
I
not
think
trying to
people-
go-
A
Because
lot
they-
of people in Oregon have a lot of time on their
I
hands.
think because people like that up and down. Like
Yeah.
when you go to a club, you get a shot of
Oh, so
like
that's why they mix,
tequila
like, Red Bull
with Red Bull.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But keep on going with what's your thing before
I forgot what I
before-
was saying, but exactly what was kind of where I
Oh,
was
you were
at?
saying about like addictive
Oh, yeah, your
personalities and your parents. Like your parents used to tell us, like who your friends are, that's who you're gonna be.
Yeah.
Before I rudely interrupted, and I apologize for that.
That's really thoughtful of you. It's really nice.
But yeah, we kind of just become a product of our environment. Oh yeah, I remember now. So we think that we're so much stronger. Like for example, like if like I know I'm gonna be successful one day, but I don't really take credit for that. I give it all to my dad because he instilled this kind of belief in me, or this drive, not necessarily belief, but drive. He instilled a lot of desire in me. Like, so I always give all my credit to my dad. You know, I know I'm going to be extremely successful one day, but I credit it all to him because he's the one that gave me that chip on my shoulder.
Yeah.
He's the one that gave me that desire to want to be great. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have this desire to want to be good. I don't have this desire to want to be successful because he, like, you know, because we kind of get things from people. You know what I mean?
True.
And some people don't have that person, which is why they don't have the desire to be great or do better things. Or maybe they do, but they don't know how to do it because they didn't have that person that kind of guided them to do it.
Yeah.
You know? So we're a product of our environment. So that's what I remember. My point before that was that if somebody is insecure or they're lazy, it's not like your fault because you are that way because of your environment before you.
Yeah.
And when you're a kid, you can't choose what your environment is. Like if I'm a baby and my parents are fucking arguing all the time, I didn't choose to be in this lifestyle. I didn't choose to be be born in this household where they're constantly yelling at themselves.
It's the cards you're dealt with.
You know? But yeah, it's traumatic.
Yeah.
And it's fucking sucks. And it's not your fault. So that's like the first step, I think, to somebody getting out of that is realizing that it's not their fault because